Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 29 of Old World. It has been mentioned in the comments that this series is becoming a little bit stale and a little bit boring, mostly because I haven't really gone to war with any of the other nations, and I do to some point agree, although this is my first game and like I said, I didn't really know what the difficulty was going to be and I wanted to concentrate on the mechanics rather than getting bogged down in wars. I know how combat works, it's reasonably straightforward, and we have had some combat with barbarians and tribes. But if I was to go into a full-scale war with one of the other nations, it would significantly lengthen the series because having lots of units to manage and lots of combat moves to make each turn really does increase the length of a single turn. Civilization is no different there. Anything that is a very combat-heavy video in 20 minutes might only see 1 or 2 turns. It can literally take that long to move everything. Now I'm quite close to the end of this game in terms of getting a win via victory points. So I think at this point attempting to engage in a war would just extend the series needlessly. I only really have one neighbour that I could really attack, which is Assyria, and they seem to have a massive army, so if I were to attack them now, they'd probably steamroll me anyway, because I haven't really concentrated on building my own army up, because I haven't needed to. Now when I come back and play the next game, I'll bump the difficulty up, and I will play more aggressively. I'll build my army up early on, and I might even try and go for a domination victory, but as this game is already coming to its end, I'm just going to try and go for either the victory point win or the ambitions win. So let's go ahead and move straight on. We're 3 years away from researching jurisprudence, which will complete one more of our ambitions. Now, it was mentioned to me in the comments that I could use one of the Jewish disciples to build the Temple of Solomon, which is a wonder. Now, you can build religious wonders in the holy city where that religion was founded. Now, unfortunately for me, the holy city for Judaism is actually Garbe in Carthage, because they were the ones that founded the religion. Now, I did it sort of in between episodes off camera just to try it out. I did move a disciple over to their city, but you cannot build there because you cannot build outside of your own territory. So, unless you've got a religion that you've actually founded in one of your own cities, I mean, I could go and capture the city, that's another option. I could capture the city, then I could build there, but it's quite far away. So let me just sort this event out, which is basically gain Pathfinder. So this is our daughter and heir. So she can either gain Pathfinder, or we can get a free fisher on a tile in Bellum. I mean, as leader, which she will be at some point, camps and nets get 50% output, and I'm assuming that counts towards culture as well. We need to choose a new ambassador. Has any of you got foreign? You've got foreign and tribe opinion. It's not great, but it'll do. So you can be our new ambassador. And we've got a general died, but they don't need replacing. So yeah, if we actually have a look at where we are here, and Garbe is like all the way here. So it's literally the opposite end of the map. So there's no way that I'm going over here to try and take that city. It's just not going to happen. Not in this game anyway. But it's a good thing to know. So let's have a look at what we've got. We have got ourselves a disciple. I think that was a fresh one that I recruited up. We've got Judaism in both of these cities. We don't have Judaism here, and we don't have Judaism here. So we wanted to spread to both of these cities. And that is what we will do. We're going to have to go through... We might be better off now actually anchoring this boat over here. In fact, we could move into our own territory. No, we'll heal it up later. I'm going to move it here and I'm going to anchor it there. And I'll come back to that disciple because it's going to cycle around now. Let's go and grab this first next because that will give us more dice, but it'll also give us culture, which we want to build the city's culture level up, which will give us more victory points. Oh, Carthage got so many units over here. I do have a lot of free luxuries. I've got gems, dyes, and pearls. We could potentially give them to somebody to make them like us more. All of the families like us. Judaism likes us mostly. We could be slightly higher there. Do we have the option to... Could send a high synod. Yeah, it doesn't look like we can actually give them anything. Try and form a religious concord. It's probably not worth it. It'll use up the... well, we can use the civics, actually. Yeah, let's send the high synod. Let's go ahead and do that. So, yeah, there's no one that we particularly need to worry about sending stuff to. Carthage doesn't particularly like me. Persia doesn't like me at all. We could maybe get Carthage to like us a little bit more if we went over here. We could manage luxuries and send them some gems, maybe? Yeah, let's just send them some gems. It'll please them a little bit. Okay, let's go on to the next units here. We have... oh, another disciple. Is that the same one? That's the same one. So you're going to move over here. You can't get through on this turn because the ship isn't anchored yet. In fact, it won't let you get over here at all. Let me just force march you because I don't really care. Right, so that's you done. Now we need another worker. We could build... Let's get the theatre. It'll gain us a couple of tiles and it'll give us some more culture. One thing that I did realise actually between videos is because your workers have the ability to harvest resources outside of your own territory, like scouts can, and harvesting resources doesn't actually use, or it doesn't put your unit onto cooldown. If you have a worker who is free and close enough and you've got enough orders to make it worthwhile. So let's say this worker here had just built this building and then I wanted to go over to this tile and build whatever. I could nip out here, harvest the honey, and then nip over there and start building the next thing on the same turn. So you could harvest multiple things and still build with the worker. So that is actually a very good thing. So what have I got? We have got this worker over here. There's not an awful lot of stuff to choose from. We could probably do with some more lumber mills. There are a few lumber tiles here, but they're not great. Not sure a garrison and a barracks here are going to be the most useful things. We've got a decent amount of stone coming in now. We definitely do need some lumber. Maybe we do this one over here. This one's kind of out on its own. This one can be a lumber mill. This is suggesting building an Odeon. Again, that's not a bad idea because anything that gives us more culture on these new cities will build them up. So, really worthwhile doing. You have just finished building the library. Not an awful lot that we can build over here now. We could move up into one of our other cities and start building some stuff over here. But again, there's nothing that's of vast importance. There's nothing that hasn't been improved. It's suggesting a stronghold here. I don't think that stronghold is actually really needed right now. Probably not at all. A lot of desert tiles here which aren't really doing anything for us. Let's go over here actually and build another lumber mill. We don't have a lot of lumber coming in. As for this guy, again, we'll just have a little bit of an explore around, see what we can find. That's all of your movement used. I've got a lot of buildings, a lot of cities now that currently aren't doing anything. So you've completed a Jewish disciple. I think we now have enough, so we don't necessarily need to get any more. I mean, we could potentially start building some of the other improvements. So maybe that's something that's worth doing. But for the meantime, let's just try and concentrate on... I mean, we could go for Forum, not Forum, which is the one... Archive. Archive boosts our science. 4 years to get some more science. Or we could get an Apprentice Monk, because that gives us more culture. Our culture level in this city is already strong, so probably not that important to do in this city. In cities that are smaller, it might be more useful. We don't have walls over here, so probably worth getting walls everywhere that we can. Just remember to click this button. So yeah, we're going to be doing walls all the way around. This will use up a lot of our civics that's coming in every turn. What do we want to get over here? We could get a Master Officer. We could also go for Archive 1. So yeah, I think we should do this and just try and boost some science. This city's already legendary, so there's no point in worrying too much about extra culture here. Although we could potentially get a woodcutter. Improve the lumber mills slightly. That one is the better option. So let us go and do that. What have we got left? 2 more cities. This one also has strong culture, so it does still have 1 more level it could go up. We could get that Apprentice Monk for some more culture. Again, it's not overly important. And then our final city, which is, again, strong culture. You've just completed an archer. Let's work on Archive 1 with you. So 2 years to get jurisprudence. Unfortunately, unlike Civilization, you can't queue up all of your technologies if there's a particular thing you want to beeline, because you never actually know whether you're going to get the technology you want as part of the deck that you get to choose from when a technology is done. So we'll have to see how that works out. So we'll go on to this next turn. So as you can see, we've done 1 turn. I mean, okay, I was waffling on, but it's taken almost 1 minute to do a turn where all I've done is move 1 disciple, 1 ship, 5 workers, and told 7 cities to build something. Now imagine if I was having to move 20, 30 military units and position and attack with them. It really would, you know, we'd get one turn done per episode, and I have seen this happen with Civilization. A caravan of Persian scholars wish to observe our great scribes and scientists. So basically we can, they can give us iron for scholarship, or food for scholarship, or stone. Or I can tell them to get knotted. Shame they're not offering wood. I really don't need food. I mean, stone is what I need more than anything, I suppose. So we'll take that. So that gives them scholarship. Our brother and spy master. Yeah, let's keep popping wisdom there. So here is another disciple. So can we actually build? So we've got temples, right? These ones are no monasteries. We've got monasteries. Can we build temples? We need doctrine for temples. And then you need to have a temple next to it to build the cathedral. So how do we get doctrine? Doctrine is... let me see if I can find it. Don't think it's one that we've got unlocked yet. Is it not? Is it a tech, not a law? It might be a tech. Let's just have a quick look. Doctrine, yes, it's here. So we need... okay, so we haven't unlocked the tech yet to build them. And it looks like they do have to have a certain amount of adjacency. So not too much that I can do about that. We might just leave him sitting around doing nothing for now. You have finished building that monastery there. We've got a monastery here. So if you go over here and do the spread... So we will lose him. We know we've got another one over here. So you can come over here and build... Wants me to build it there, actually. But yeah, fine, if that's where you want me to build it. We'll build that one there. And then, yeah, we probably will need that other one that was in Rome. Was he in Rome? Yeah. So we'll get you over here as... We'll get you over to this city. And you can do the spread there. So now we have Judaism in all of our cities. And we've got 1 disciple left that's going around doing all the building, which is fine for now, I think. As I've moved across all the units I need to for the time being, let's finally go and get this ship healed up. Not that it's that important, but I'd like to do it. We can build an academy here. We can build a harbour. Let's get the academy because it's science and it's culture. This is already a legendary city anyway, so it doesn't make much of a difference in terms of culture, but you could build a citadel. Citadels are nice. It's some money. Enables city governor. Unlocks legionary. I mean, we don't need it. You can actually get an academy, so let's go ahead and do that. This is only a strong city, so it still has another culture level that it can go up. And then we've got a couple more workers around here. Not much you can do. Most of these tiles are taken up right now. It's suggesting a stronghold. I'm not convinced about that, so let's get an academy there. And then I think we've got one more worker. And, yeah, this is suggesting the possibility of a quarry. I think I might just build a lumber mill over here. Because we can buy these tiles and just build a load of lumber mills for adjacency bonuses. I'm not too bothered what my scouts are doing at this point. Mostly finished with their services here. And then we've got 4 cities that are no longer doing anything. So we've finished our Jewish disciple here. We haven't even got Archive 1 in Rome, so let's do that. We could get Archive 1 over here. We should probably do at least Archive 1 everywhere where we haven't. This one's already done Archive 1 and 2. So we'll probably leave that one for now. We are already strong. Let's get the Apprentice Monk. I mean, that's culture and it's science, so it's worthwhile. And then over here, this is one of our new cities. So we could get Archive for Science. Or we could get a Master Poet, give us more culture. We've got a couple of options here. They both give the same yields. Yeah, they both give the same yields. How do I know? Why does one take longer than the other? I don't know, but we'll work on that. So that's that done. Let's go to the end of the term. So jurisprudence will be done at the end of this year. Or the end of this turn. And then that will be another ambition done. So that'll put us on 7 of 10. At that point, it should give us the option. Might not be the same turn, because sometimes it takes a turn or two to trigger. So Assyria's already got 30 points, so I'm not going to win by getting double +1, because if I got double, I'd already be on 60 anyway, so... But we only need 8 more victory points to win. So there's jurisprudence done. Remus the Younger has died. We're now severely ill. I'm not surprised. Daughter has gained 1 courage, and an oligarch has died. So lots of stuff going on there. We could get doctrine. Now I do have mana, because we need bodkin arrow and ballistics. That's why I was going through here. Doctrine would be useful, and it'll only take 1 year. I'm going to do doctrine because that will unlock the ability to build temples with our disciples, and then we'll hopefully cycle back round to that tech. It shouldn't take too long. I think we'll be okay there. Let's go around to the rest of our workers. A library, yes. Keep the culture and the tech coming in. We know the importance of science buildings from civilization. You have finished work on the library. You're working on the academy. Not getting any particular suggestions here. Now, there's also a couple. We've got the Pantheon and the Hagia Sophia, which can be built in a holy city for any religion. But we don't have a holy city for a religion. At least I don't believe we do. Oh, yes, we do, actually. We've got the holy city for does paganism count as a religion? It just says a holy city, right? And that says that is a holy city. So Augusta Trevorium or Caleva Atrebatum. Where's Augusta Trevorium? That's one of our older cities. This is Caleva Atrebatum or whatever it is. You're busy. You're busy. I'll leave that for now. I'm not going to move that worker all the way down there, but we do have holy cities, so we should be able to build those ones. Let's have a look what we've got over here. Let's go ahead and get the nets, because again, well, that one's not culture, but it's growth and food. And we have 1 remaining worker, which is the one that I moved over here. Yeah, this is Augusta Trevorium. Augusta Trevorium. So can I build these here? Yeah, we're just short of stone. So we could build both of these here. Let's go for it. Costs us a lot of money for the stone. But we can go ahead and do that. Don't have any workers left, that's fine. What have we got here? This is our granddaughter. Give her builder. So reduces her speed, reduces the time to build improvements as a governor. As a leader, she can add urban tiles. Multiple workers can build improvements. Oh, so that means you can stack multiple workers on improvements to speed them up. That's quite interesting. Or as a leader, she can unlock inquiries in capital, can redraw texts. And +3 wisdom. Yeah, I think that's going to be the best one. I mean, we might even win the game before she even rules. So that's not all that useful. I've just noticed here that this scout has the ability to create an agent network. I'm not entirely sure what that does. Let's do it and see what happens. So scouts, again, getting even more uses. Let's have a quick look at that, because I'm not familiar with... I've seen the term before. So agents can be sent to cities within an agent network to gain visibility of the city's territory and conduct treachery and insurrection missions. They will also siphon off a percentage of its yields depending on the ratings of the character. For example, a character's wisdom will determine how much science they gather. Once you have a spy master, a scout can create an agent network in a foreign city. The scout will automatically be returned after 5 turns. A character can then be sent to the city to serve as an agent to gain visibility of the city's territory. With a spy master on your council, you can convert scouts into an agent network in a rival city, temporarily consuming the scout in the process. If you move your scout adjacent to the territory of a city, the agent network button will be enabled in the unit panel on the left. Once you have established an agent network in a city, an eligible character can be assigned as the local agent there. To do so, you need to click the agent button below the city banner. A dedicated agent character can perform insurrection and treachery missions and siphon off a percentage of the city's yields. So we should now have... Which city did I put him in? Or is it not going to appear until the next turn? Because I'm not seeing the button there. Is it there? It's there. Choose an agent. Because I was next to this city, so I can choose. So if I click on there, I can put an agent in. And if we were to put someone in with, like, high science, we could try and siphon science off. Interesting. So now we have an agent in a city. And we can see... So it's basically like putting a spy in there. So let's see how well that works for us. I've got a lot of... Right, you need to heal up. I've got a lot of cities not doing anything anymore. So Rome has finished Archive 1. I think we can certainly... No, we can't work on Archive 2. Oh, we don't have any stone. Well, that's bad. Can we get some stone cutters then? We probably should. Look at all of the unimproved stone mines that we have. That one would give us 6. 7.7 is the best that I'm seeing so far. Yeah, 7.7. So this one. So let's work on you. Yeah, we definitely need more stone because these wonders use a lot of stone. This has completed 4 and 1. Again, we can't even work on 4 and 2 because of the stone issue. The only thing we could get here is a fisher, so let's go ahead and do that. You have completed the archive. We don't have any stone cutters positions here. We could get a wood cutter though, that's probably worthwhile. And we've got another city down here who... Again, let's get a miner in here, start building up some of these yields again. And you have completed Archive 1, so let's look at the stone cutters. 6.2, 6.5. Yeah, 6.5 is the highest. Okay, and that's going to be a good place to end the year there. And a good place to end the video. So, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you are still enjoying this series. And again, I apologise if you are finding it a little bit slow because of the lack of a war in this particular particular game, but we will be doing that in the next game. I just want to get this one sort of done now. I've used this as a learning campaign to sort of learn the ropes of the game. As with any strategy game, in my opinion, playing a game is far better at teaching you how to play it than the tutorial, just learning by experience. And I hope that this video and the journey with me has helped some of you to learn a few new things like it has me along the way. So once this game is finished, then we'll sort of sink our teeth into something a little bit more difficult and look at declaring a war or two. So thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you on the next video, and until then, goodbye for now.